Hey guys, today we're taking a look at my Blackwing deck. Now Blackwings are an interesting archetype. They focus on a few different things. They have good field presence, they have good swarming, they do a lot of synchro summoning, they have a lot of power to grab from the deck, and they have some cards to protect from the hand as well. So a lot of really different things you can do with Blackwings, and I have a lot of fun using this archetype. So first off, 3 Blackwing Bora the Spear. Just a really good card. 1700 attack, can be special summoned when you have other Blackwings, and does piercing battle damage. So a really good card overall. Kalut, just amazing to have a card like this. Having any Blackwing gain 1400 attack. If you're running into Boojins these days, you know how powerful cards like that activate from the hand are. So very, very useful. And then Shura the Blue Flame, 1800 attack, and allows you to swarm by destroying monsters, so similar to Flamebell Fire Dog, really good card. Sirocco the Dawn, so this one's kind of nice because you can bring him out kind of like Cyber Dragon, which is really nice. He also has the ability to kind of gain attack from other Blackwings, so good for mounting an offense. Because you can swarm so much with Blackwings, he'll be able to get that attack bonus pretty easily. And because he's a 5-star, you can get out quickly. That allows you to do some synchros very nicely. And then we got Blizzard the Far North, just a card that you use to summon Blackwings from the graveyard, so you can do quick 5 or 6-star synchros very nicely. And then one Zephyros the Elite. So this card, obviously people know about, pretty nice to use. You only run one of it because you can only use its effect once, but you just return a face-up card and bring them back. So another really, really easy way to swarm because you have a few continuous spells in this deck, so that can be a very nice way to get this guy out. So one Vayu, the Emblem of Honor. So this one's kind of a toss-up whether you want to run it or not. I've seen it run in some decks and not run in others. I personally like having one of it. It could be a dead draw, it can be annoying to have at certain points, but being able to synchro summon from the graveyard is very, very useful, and can really help you when you kind of have your back against the wall. In addition to that, Cochise is another one that sometimes gets run, sometimes doesn't. He's just here to give you access to a 4-star Blackwing, so you're able to get out kind of those 8-star and 7-star synchros a little more easily, which is kind of nice in this deck. And then one Dark Arm Dragon with all dark types. A pretty obvious choice. You do have some graveyard manipulation as well, so it can be nice to set this up. Blackwing Gale, obviously a very, very powerful card. I wish it wasn't limited, but obviously it is. Using this, another way to get out 8-star synchros and other level synchros, and you can special summon him, and he can cut their attack in half, which lasts, by the way, which is really, really nice as well. Just a really, really good card. Definitely wish it wasn't limited. So for the spells, Black Whirlwind has been at 3 since September, I think. So we're running 3 of this. Very, very powerful card. Gives you hand advantage. Allows you to swarm because of all the Blackwing's swarming abilities. Very, very nice card, and it's the continuous card that you'll be able to bounce for Zephyros. 3 MST, can run 2 if you want. I think it's very helpful to have 3 in this meta. Pot of Duality, even though you have a lot of special summoning, you still need some draw power. In addition to that, cards for Black Feathers gives you another ability to do some draw power. Dark Hole, Allure of Darkness, again a staple for a dark deck to get some draw power. For the traps, we're going to run 3 Icarus Attack, very useful for ditching some of your weaker Blackwings, or if anything gets destroyed. It's very, very helpful to be able to do that. Definitely a choice if you want to run 3 or not. I really like having 3. I really like having this card. Otherwise, mostly stable traps. 1 Delta Crow. Some people run this, some people don't. I think it's a really awesome card. I don't think you should run more than one of it because it's very situational. But, if you're able to swarm and then activate this, you're going to really set things up badly for your opponent, which is really nice. So now for the extra deck, a lot of different things we have in here. So we have some generic synchros. We have Catastor, Black Rose, Stardust, Scrap Dragon, a Void Ogre Dragon, really, really, really good card. I definitely like having access to it. If you can kind of get rid of your hand like you're running Infernity, you'll start to really lock down your opponent with this card. And then 2 of the Blackwing synchros. You can add in more if you want, but I find these to be very useful. Blackwing Armwing's effect isn't so amazing, but it's nice for doing damage. Blackwing Armor Master just is a really great card overall, and has some really great effects. For the XYZ, Master Key Beetle, obvious choice for this deck. The 2 new ones, Exoton Knight and Solemn Honor. Gaga Cowboy, Diamondar Wolf, an obvious choice with Winged Beast deck. Maystroke, and 2 Ice Beast Zero Fiend. I think this card's highly underrated. Very, very good card. and you're able to get this card out very easily with this deck. So I definitely like running it. Can be very powerful. So now for my side deck. Again, side decks in my videos are just kind of a way to show people recommended cards that can also be used when they're building their own Blackwing deck. It isn't like a side deck for matches. So there's a lot of different Blackwing cards you can run. There's not a lot of them that are very good. This one's kind of interesting, Breeze the Zephyr, just because when you add him with a Black Whirlwind that you'll be able to special summon him. The only problem is you can only use him for a Blackwing Synchro, so it's situational. It also depends on your build, and if you draw him, it's kind of annoying. There are other Blackwing cards. I'm not going to go through all of them. This is just an example of one of them that you can use to protect yourself. But there's a lot of them. There's a lot of Blackwing spells and traps. I'm not going to, or Blackwing traps really, and I'm not going to talk too much about those. Armageddon Knight. If you're focusing on a more like synchro heavy Vayu based deck, cards like Armageddon Knight are really nice. Similar to that, you can run like a Twilight build with Light Sworns. It's another type of build. There's a lot of other synchros you can run. I'm only running, I think, one 6-star at the moment. That might be a better idea to run some more. So Gaia Knight, Iron Chain, definitely a choice. There's other 8-stars you can run. You know, Crimson Blader, Dark End Dragon, always good choices. Again, if you're focusing more on Graveyard, Lavalo Chain can also be an interesting choice. You're also, if you want to run, full Winged Beast, which you mostly will be on Blackwings, but I'm also running Dark End Dragon, you can run Solidarity. That can give you an interesting boost. Foolish Burial, again, for a more Vayu synchro-based graveyard deck can be interesting. Dark Eruption can be good with this deck. Allows you to get Kalut back, which can be really nice. Rivalry of Warlords goes in match because you can be using Winged Beast just all the time. That can be an interesting choice. And if you're focusing more on those high-level synchros, most of them will be dark because you're using the Blackwing ones. So you can run Eradicator, which can be very, very powerful in this deck. So that's my Blackwing deck. Not too much to say, just a swarm-based deck that kind of has access to a lot of different things. I really like Blackwings because of how kind of versatile they are, along with all their different card effects. All their card effects are really, really interesting and are very helpful overall because you can use them in a variety of different situations. But if you guys have your own Blackwing decks, post below, let me know in the comments, talk about what cards you use, make suggestions for me, that kind of thing. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.